Hey, 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 welcome to Monster Monday. It is, what is the date today? Today is the 1st. I can't believe it's December already. That's pretty amazing. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving weekend. How was your weekend, Misty?
I had a good weekend. Actually, pretty busy. We went hallmarking this weekend. We went and got a tree. Went Thanksgiving to a couple places. Pretty good weekend.
That's perfect. I went to one stop for Thanksgiving. That was nice. The only problem was my one stop was in Georgia. So I had to drive to Georgia, and I had planned to stay in Mississippi for the week, but I just have too many things going on at home. I couldn't swing it. So we decided to change our plans at the last minute. We were going to fly home tomorrow. Well, excuse me. And then fly back. I don't know. It was just things change 80 million times. But anyhow, I ended up driving home, and we got home. I just got home just a couple hours ago. So I got home, and I thought all I want to do is go to bed. Well, since I've been home, I've had a Red Bull, and I'm working on a Dr. Pepper. So I'm not really sure what time I'm going to go to bed, but I had a great time. We were down there at my boy's girlfriend Chase. She's got a family farm in Georgia, and they have a Christmas event down there every year that they put on at the farm. It's just really for all the people around town to come to, and they have a little. They don't call it a hayride, but I call it a hayride, a wagon ride to a live nativity scene, and they got all kinds of animals. They got alpacas and sheep and goats and horses and cows and all the nonsense, ducks, chickens, you name it. They got it roaming around. So the kids come. They charge $10, and the kids play with all these animals. They got a Santa Claus, a Grinch. They got this wagon ride out to a live nativity scene. I thought it was just awesome. I mean, you did that kind of thing in Jersey, you'd be charging $25 a person, but for $10, I thought, man, you can't go wrong. And little kids were free, and it was kind of fun. But Amy was shoveling shit and getting ready for it, which I really laughed because she's shoveling shit over the weekend, getting all ready. Now we race home, and tomorrow she's got a big work event in New York City where she's going to be like dressed as nice as you can get. So I thought it's kind of funny. So that was pretty epic weekend, in general. So that was pretty cool. But that was my weekend, and happy to get home. I wanted to drive straight through the night last night, and I was just shot. It was raining, and Thanksgiving traffic on the East Coast was god awful. That was my first taste of that, and I was like, no thank you, I shall stop and get a cheap hotel and sleep in and come home in the middle of the day when I can go the speed I want to go. So that was pretty awesome. But made it through the weekend anyhow, and made it to another Monday. And this Monday is really cool because it's Drew's birthday, and it lands on a Monster Monday. So to everybody, I saw somebody commented, "Happy birthday, Drew!" So Drew, Steve, want to wish Drew the happiest of birthdays. That's pretty epic. Drew is, the original hero. It kind of Mile Monsters all kind of started. Really he had a lot to do with Mile Monster starting and the direction we went, because I knew Drew before we started this, and when it started, it just worked out really good. So anyhow, Drew's been around since the beginning. I did a ride exclusively for him, or a day of a ride for him, back in 2019 when I did all 48 states. One of the days was for Drew, and that was the day that I had a little mishap and wound up. They wanted to take me to the hospital, but I wouldn't go to the hospital, so we went to a fire station where they could give me an IV and take care of me there, because if you go to a fire station, I learned, they'll just take care of you, but they won't admit you. You go to a hospital, and they got to admit you and go through a bunch of crap. So if you ever find yourself in need of some medical assistance, if you go to a fire station, they're a lot easier to deal with, and they don't even ask for your insurance card or anything. They just treat you because they're bored stiff and happy to have something going on if it's not fire season. So that was pretty good. So that was awesome. But I've been working on some things, getting some events ready for next year. The schedule will be out on Monday. We'll probably release it on next Monday's show. And the signups for some of the rides will be starting on the following day or maybe that night. But it's all going to be next week during our 7 days of Christmas. So we're going to have Christmas and Monster Time. There'll be a lot going on next week leading up to it. But we're going to have 7 days of Christmas for each of the heroes. So starting on December 7th, we're going to have Turbo. The 8th, we're going to have Brody. The 9th, we're going to have Tunes. The 10th, we're going to have Jack. The 11th will be Drew. The 12th will be Elfie. And the 13th will be the Goat. So we're going to have a video of the boys up on each of those days. I'm going to post an interview I'm doing with them. I did Elfie's already, and I'm going to line up the other boys so we can post that on their day. And then we're going to try to raise a few bucks and get them whatever they have on their Christmas list, unless Turbo's asking for a Bugatti or something like that. Then he'll get a Hot Wheel. But a normal list, we plan to get whatever's on it. So we're looking forward to that. So pretty epic. That's all I got. That's how fast that is. So I'm really speedy today because I don't have a lot going on because I was just so busy with this. But I'm sure you'll have some things, and I can throw my 2 cents into that.
That you can.
But before you start with that, can you give me an update on your garage? Because I feel like I want a pole barn, a garage so bad, and you got such a cool looking garage, and we haven't seen pictures because we're waiting for it to be done. So at least we need an update.
Yes. So the contractors finished it this weekend, except for a couple pieces of trim. My electricians come tomorrow. They'll be here for about 3 days.
Awesome.
And I know. I'm still waiting for the heating guy to let me know when he's coming, but
it's coming along. It's coming along. I can't wait for us to get some pictures. And it's a little tough working there because I was happening to be looking at the Weather Channel today because my daughter was flying back to Minnesota and last night, and we're going there for Christmas. So I was kind of just getting a little feel for it, but it looked like a little wintry weather you got there. What's your temp now?
It's about 10 degrees right now. It's supposed to be 1 or -1, whatever. It's going to be cold tonight.
Yeah. If it's 1 or -1, it's not like anybody goes outside and says, "Oh, at least it's not below 0." Or if it would just be 1, it'll be so much warmer. It's just awful, no matter what.
Yeah.
So I really miss living in Minnesota. I'd say like 90% of the time, but this definitely falls in that 10% where it's really nice not to live there. I can just come and visit when it's nice out, and it was beautiful in November. So that's awesome.
Exactly.
All right.
Stay tuned for a garage party.
Awesome. It won't be in December.
I know, probably not.
Well, it can be. You can have in December. Just have your 3 neighbors come, and that'll be it. Everybody else that's acclimated to the weather.
Exactly.
Too funny. That is good. But what kind of news you got today? Anything good?
Okay. I do. I have some great news actually. Crazy
Awesome.
Ladies are on day 335. They only got about 32 days left to ride.
And that's awesome too. And their fundraiser, the ornaments that Jay is doing, that ends on the 5th, on Friday the 5th. So if you donate to the Crazy Ladies ride, then you'll be in on the ornaments. But you have until Friday the 5th at 7 p.m. So a lot going on.
Cool ornaments too.
I know. I thought I missed it because again, I spent 4 days away from cell service, so I didn't have any cell service. I was hardly online. I had some Wi-Fi here and there, but it was pretty sketchy. So I thought I missed everything. So I was so happy when I got out and got connected to the world to find out I have until the 5th. So now I got time. So get in on that because one, it's fun to promote the ladies that are winding down on this crazy ride, especially Frankie crashes a month ago or whenever that was. Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, it was a month ago. Yeah, so it's crazy how fast time goes. That happened right the day I left for Minnesota, so I've been on the road quite a bit since then. But she don't miss a beat. I was really worried that was going to be the end of it, and she didn't. She just got up and did whatever it took to ride. So that's the definition of being a monster, showing these heroes that there is no quit. You can't quit. You can do anything you want, but you just can't quit. So nice work.
I have some news. Honor gave me that the Walking M Challenge went really well. And there was quite a few people that had participated in that. And Claire was the only one that did both during the challenge. And Dooley was the first one to do it when it first came out. And then he's done them both now since. He and his friend did it this weekend. This week, we wanted to showcase the Monster Miles, the weekly scoot. That, sorry, I lost my spot here.
I hear that.
The weeks begin on Sunday and end on Saturday. The rider who rides the most weeks in a year gets a monster plaque. The more weeks you ride, the more chance you have to win. And you need to ride 500 miles a week, and you can do it doing anything. You can ride doing anything. But anyway, just need odometer pick with anything that has a date on it, such as a receipt. And so get out and do that, starting on Sundays and ending on Saturdays. So Honor wanted me to be sure and showcase that one. And I wanted to mention that Mile Monsters donate or gave to the families for to help out with Christmas, to ease things up and the stress for Christmas. So each of the families got, money for,
Yeah, that's awesome too, because the holidays are so, they're wonderful, but they can be a pain in the ass as well. Like the other things in life don't stop because you want to take time off, or you want to buy gifts for the kids, or you want to do something special. Other things don't quit, and everybody's familiar with it, but the difference is not everybody has all of the added expenses that our heroes' families have. I mean, it takes a lot to adapt when a boy has DMD. There's a lot of extra needs in life, from little things to big things. We focus on a lot of the big things, but there's a lot of little things out there that are just, if it takes $50 here, $100 here, $20 here, that all adds up. So I was really happy that we were able to give each of the families, some money to ease that and help them have a Merry Christmas. So that was simple enough.
That was awesome.
And it's fun, and everybody should be very happy for that. Everybody out doing these fundraisers, and everything we do has a purpose and an end game of, making their lives better. And because we have so many people doing all the things that we do, it just all adds up, and we can really do some special things for these kids. And I'm really proud of that. I'm proud of each and every person that rides, donates, walks, rides, shares our things. Everybody has a little piece of this, and that's what makes it so cool. Not everybody's able to ride 1,000 miles a day for 100 days. Not everybody's able to ride 1,000 miles a day for one day, but everybody's able to hit that share button. Everybody's able to comment on something and promote it. Everybody's able to do that. And that's what's really cool, because those that can't do one thing, they fill in and do exceptional on the other things. And that's what makes it all work and all, come together. Pretty cool.
Exactly. Awesome. We brought it up, but I wanted to wish Drew a happy birthday today. So I just wanted to say
that's awesome. I bet she's playing Fortnite and having a good old time.
And eating Alfredo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it too.
Oh, happy birthday, Drew. Alfie's been good. He had blood work done, and so far so good. So let's say a prayer and keep our fingers crossed that he gets checked again next week. So for his, new medicine, it's so far so good with all of that. And he said he had so much fun and loved talking to you on video last week. He had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool to do that. He was the first one, and that's really kind of spawned the idea that we'll just do the 7 days of Christmas and play each of their videos on there. And what through on the thing that Dylan put up just now, Iron Man is doing the marathon that is coming up this weekend. So their marathon down in San Antonio, I believe it is, that they tried to talk me into doing way back when last winter. I was like, no, I'll die. You know, like I could maybe do a marathon if I had a 2-year notice and started to train for it, but it wasn't happening. But anyhow, they have a team, and I saw the shirts, so they're really cool. So watch for some videos on that this week too. So that's really epic. So I think that's really, really cool. And the QR code I put up there on the screen right above my head, that's a QR code. I was just playing around with some stuff. That's a QR code for the Goats Coffee. So if anybody needs coffee or hot chocolate, you just hit that scan button right there on that QR code, and it'll take you right there. Yeah, so let's see. I had guessed right, too. It's opposite.
It's hard to point when
I know. It's like the people that do everything in the mirror. But that QR code right there will get you right to the Goats Coffee. And they're super fast, man. Jessica's like very efficient because my wife ordered some coffee for some gifts and stuff. And it was just here before, you know, if she would have told me to order it, it wouldn't even been ordered yet. And it was already at our house. So I was like, oh, that's pretty good. But if anybody needs some coffee or some hot chocolate, by all means, support our hero.
Makes good presents.
Yeah, it does. Great stocking stuffers, great presents, and it's really I love it. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but I do like coffee in the wintertime. But the hot chocolate, I mean, if you don't like hot chocolate, man, there's just something wrong with you.
There is.
Yeah, everybody, especially if it's 0. You know, if it's 0, 1 below 0 at your house, then it's really needed.
Then you really we usually have a cup almost every night. I'm not kidding. It's pretty good. Okay, where was I at? Alfie's been singing upstairs and been playing his guitar. His mom loves to hear him. And he's been practicing that. And he asked his mom the other day, do you think I'll get up and sing again with them on stage? So he's
now he's part of the band.
Yeah, he's part of the band, so he can't wait.
Yeah, well, they're gonna need somebody. That Ace passed away, so now they got a spot opened up. So
yeah, maybe he can keep practicing, and
that would be so cool. I hope he gets to play again with them someday when I'm there. Oh.
I know. It would. We hope that comes true, Alfie. Turbo is doing well and been hanging out with family this week since everyone is home. And he's super excited for Christmas, and he hopes to decorate his tree this week. He's pretty excited for that as well.
That's what I'm doing. We were going to do our tree before Thanksgiving for the first time ever, and they don't even sell the trees then. Like the place we go to cut the tree down, they're not even open. Like usually we get it like a week before Christmas and get the last Charlie Brown looking thing they have. And this year we're like, let's go early and get a nice tree because we're not going to be here for Christmas, so then we can celebrate a little bit. But they weren't even open. So
usually it's like right after Thanksgiving, I think.
Yep. Yeah, we're going this weekend, so we'll have our tree up.
There you go. I'll take pictures. Okay. Jackson and his family were super thankful that Jess was able to give Gavin's old chair up, and that Wright and Amy was able to drop it off and have a quick visit.
Yeah, it was so funny because we were going down there, and I told them, they hit me up about getting together with a chair, and I'm like, man, I'm going to Mississippi. Or Georgia. I'm sure I'm going by their house. It's close enough I can go out of the way. So it worked out perfect. If he had hit me up a day later, we would have missed it. You know, I threw it in my truck and I dropped it off. Well, I dropped it off during the day. I was expecting nobody to be home. I forgot that Thanksgiving week, you know, some of the kids have the whole week off. So I said, I'm just going to drop it off in the morning. I'll just put it on your steps or whatever. I pull up and I go to get out of my truck, and there's Jackson Tunes is just standing in the front yard, like hanging out, waiting for me. I was like, oh, buddy, you're home. So it just caught me off guard because I didn't even hit him up in the morning when I was getting there because I thought everybody was gone. So that was really funny. So just, you know, you're so surprised all of a sudden there's just a kid standing there. I didn't even expect to be home, and he didn't move. So it took me a second to see him. He was like kind of camouflaged. I was like, geez. That was fun. Got to see him anyhow.
That's awesome. On Wednesday, Jackson and Dad went to the mall and had lunch at Chick-fil-A, and Jackson got to go on this jumping inflatable thing really high at the mall. He was having a good time there. Thursday, they had Thanksgiving and watched football. On Friday, they did some Black Friday shopping, and Jackson and Aubrey went back to the inflatable jumping. On Saturday, the family went to West Virginia, and this looked really cool. They went to the Christmas North Pole adventure where they saw carolers and had milk and cookies and saw Santa.
Yeah, that sounded fun too. They told me about that, and I'm like, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it looked like they had fun. And on Sunday, they went to a candlelight vigil for Aubrey's friend who had passed in March. It would have been super sad.
Yeah, that's just sad.
Brody had a good Thanksgiving. He spent it with his dad and got to see a lot of his family and was able to stay at a friend's house. And they got one of Goat's chairs and they got it all set up and hope it helps him out really well. It's like Gavin was in the giving mood.
Yes, exactly. And that's what's so nice about our heroes and having it where they can pass things down, because everybody's at different stages in their journey with D&D, and they might need something now, they might need it later, they might not ever need it, but it's really cool that we have it there, and so that's gonna be pretty fun. Pretty cool that he has that, and there's some attachments coming for it. So you can talk about that.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm gonna bring you. Go ahead.
No, that's right. You go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, Mile Monsters ordered an attachment to go on Brody's wheelchair, and it makes it into, I don't know, you'll have to see pictures of it, but it makes it into like a electric scooter.
Yeah, I don't know. They
cool.
think of the craziest things, but it locks on the front of the chair. When you lock it on, it lifts the two front wheels of the chair up just so they're not on the ground, and it turns it into a three-wheeler. But the three-wheeler is powered by a battery, and it rips. So I don't know. I think it's going to be really fun. So they're going to surprise him with that. I hope Brody's not watching right now, but otherwise, surprise. Otherwise, surprise, but it's really going to be cool. So that's that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know when it's going to get there. We ordered it, but I don't have any idea when it's going to get there. So hopefully it'll be soon. And they're going to be doing some work on the house too. So we're going to help them out with that. They got to do some adjustments to the steps on the house and driveway to make things more accessible. So we're going to help them out with that, to cover that, because we can, and it's very important. So we don't want them to not have accessible. If issues of the house are accessibility, we're going to go and make sure that's taken care of regardless, because you've got to be able to get in and out of the house easily. So I'm happy about that as well. So Kylie, you can make sure, like I told you before, keep me in the loop with that. Be all good. Perfect. All right. What else you got?
Gavin, his new MRI appointment is set for December 30th.
Is the insurance gonna pay for that?
Well, as far as we know, yeah. Yeah. Not the so many $1,000.
Yeah, like $11,000 to pay for that. That's crazy. So that's awesome. So if they got to pay for that at all, then we better order if everybody orders 10 bags of coffee. that's on our Facebook pages and YouTube and everything else. We're talking 10,000 people. If everybody ordered a couple bags of coffee, that would be perfect. So I think maybe we'll put one of Dylan's videos up on Mile Monsters for the coffee. So
I think he's going to make it another one. He's planning on doing another one here soon.
All right. When you do that, Dylan, make sure I get that, and we'll share it to on the page too. I was trying to make Dylan an admin on the Facebook page, and I figured it out before. That thing is so complicated. You think Facebook could have any sense and have groups and pages be the same? I couldn't figure out. I made Chase an admin on so he could put pictures on there when we're on our rides, And then you think I could figure it out to add somebody again. So I got to sit down and figure that out.
There you go.
Well, I'll try to have that for you guys sooner than later, so you can just put it there, Dylan. But so far, I've been lacking on my ability.
It's okay. We'll forgive you.
Chase is young. Maybe I'll hit him up and have him do it for me.
There you go. Okay. Gavin is counting down till Christmas vacation. 14 and a half days.
They just had vacation, Gavin. You can just stay in school a little bit and try to get some stuff done, and not be in a hurry to be out of it all the time. They have a week off now. I can't wait for Christmas break. Like,
And there's not much time between
terrible.
the two either. So,
no,
you know.
if you get any more time off, it'll just be a holiday break from Thanksgiving to New Year's.
Okay. And November, December are Gavin's favorite time of the year. He loves all things Christmas. So he will be heading to the Northeast for spring break. One day will be for cardiology study, and the rest will be adventures.
I saw they're coming in March, so it'll be an adventure. The only problem with that is some of that time I got to double check the calendar, but some of that I'm gone in bike week. So I would guess that's going to be a problem, but I'll have to figure that out. So got time. That's next month. That's next month's problem. That's not even next week's.
Get to Christmas. I think that's all my news. I'm just going through my notes to make sure I didn't forget anything.
The only thing I'll add that's coming out is it looks like we are doing a Monster Day again. So
Yes.
I've been talking to the school and I've been working with the principal, and they sent me an email, but I was gone hunting, I think, and so took them a while to get back to me. They got back to me when I was gone. Took me a while to get back to them, so we're playing the long game. But it looks like it's going to be the end of January on a Friday, so I'll be putting that out. We'll be looking for a few people. I don't know how we're going to do it yet. I don't know the details yet, but typically we got room for some people that want to join in. So it'll be at a school, and I think we're going to do it the same as we did before. Some of us will go in there on a Thursday. The rest, then we all go in there on a Friday, and we do a series of 5 or 6. It's 5 or 6, yeah. aka burnout on school property day. Yeah, I would say I'm not going to do that, but
Lying.
that would probably be a lie. Especially it's at a new school, and I have no tire marks on that school yet, so I don't know. We'll have to see, but I'm still working on that about getting the bikes into the school, how that works. So we'll figure it out. That his elementary school was so nice because of the school where they have the gymnasiums kind of like separate from the school a little bit. Remember that? And you could just, they have the overhead door. It wasn't like you had to bring the motorcycles in the school. They had an overhead door. You just ride it right in. So that's awesome. That's great. Gavin has a list of who has to come, not who he'd like, who he'd like to come or anything. It's like, you're going to be here on this day, and that's that. I bet you Twister's not even on the list. I bet you should even make the cut this year.
Oh, I don't know.
I bet you if I told Gavin we can only have 3 people and these 2 have to be there and you got to pick one more, I'd be at home in January and Twister would be there instead. That'd be pretty funny. So that's awesome. But that's all I got.
Me too.
Half-hour mark. Trying to keep it at a half hour, and I'm like, feel so proud when I can because I usually ramble on much longer. But if we keep it to 8:30, 8:31, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Dylan, we good? Awesome. All right, everybody. I'm sure I forgot something, so shoot me a text later or whatever. I'll be home this week. Teeter, if you're watching, I'm not in Mississippi. I'll get with you tomorrow. I was going to meet Teeter this week and hang out, but I'm not. So I'm not, and I'll figure it out. But stay tuned. A lot of stuff coming this week. Next week, we got the 7 days of Christmas kicking off. And I was going to do it the week after that, but then when I looked, we have so many hero numbers line up next week. I thought we'll do the 7 days of Christmas a little bit earlier than I thought because we actually can end it on the 13th, and I'm all things 13. So if we can start on the 13th, end on the 13th, that'd be fine. But your Stubborn Goat coffee, if you can't scan that, whatever, it is stubborngoat-coffee.com. So make sure you go to the right place. It's got a picture of Gavin. Can't miss it when you're there. And get your hot chocolate, get your coffee, sign up to get it delivered to you on the regular, whatever you got to do. It's awesome stuff. It really does make great gifts, great stocking stuffers, gifts in general, whatever you want to do, people you work with. It is, everybody loves it. I've never given that coffee to somebody to have them say, man, I really didn't like it or whatever. Everybody loves it. People are lazy and get in the habit of, getting their coffee wherever they get it, Walmart, your shopping center, whatever, when you have your cart. But this can come in the mail just as easy. So once you get it, just get in the habit of reordering it again and be all good. So
you can be on the subscription, and it just comes every month.
Yes, that's what I was trying to get my brain wrapped around, was a subscription plan. You can get that and get it delivered. Great. But I love when these heroes do something like this to help themselves. It's like, it's really cool. Like, Drew's mom made that jewelry and, that kind of stuff. And I see she's got some on sale now, and there you go. Yeah, he puts that up there. I probably have a banner with all that on there. Yeah. See that? Dylan made this banner before, and I didn't say it, but he didn't have the website on there though. So he just has a reminder to buy Stubborn Goat coffee, but I like having we'll update that, but there's a thing up there. But anyhow, you guys get my point. That's all I got. Peace out. Now, y'all good? All right. See everybody.